What's up, everybody? This is Chieftain, and I'm here with the one and only Hiro.
Yo.
And everybody's favorite Blacklight Oni. And you're watching Laggin Out.
Some say that his genitals are on upside down.
Oh, and we're back. I should never do that because of the autofocus on my camera. Anyways, 2.5 subjects today in less than 11 minutes. We'll try to do it in less than 11 minutes. But we'll see. First subject is very interesting. This is a great little comparison that we thought of just before the show. What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about Demon Slayer versus Mortal Kombat. And who's going to take that subject first? Please raise your hand. Oh, it's got to be Oni then. Is it Oni?
Lies. I have video evidence. I was not raising my hand. Fuck off.
Okay. All right.
Honestly, Badger should probably be the one to talk about this. Badger actually likes Demon Slayer, loves Kimetsu no Yaiba. All I did was I identified one character I liked, and they died, okay? I was like, oh, that character looks cool, probably because they look like me. Good choice, by the way. Mohawks are the best. Bring back Mohawks.
Tragic.
Basically, the reason why we're talking about it, aside from people like it, is because the Japanese title, Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train, or Demon Slayer Mugen Train, which means Dream Train, is a movie that essentially was the sequel to the first season. So they did a season of the anime, and I don't know if it just didn't get picked up again. It happens. It's very common. I don't like a lot of anime, but the number that I like that only got one season, most of them. Okay,
yeah.
It's depressing.
Get on with it!
But anyways, well, one of them got picked up for a second season 5 years later, but we're not going to talk about that.
5 years later.
But basically, we're just discussing how the numbers are looking between Mugen Train and the recently released Mortal Kombat. Apparently, some news has been rumors have been circulating that Mortal Kombat is beating Mugen Train. And most of us, of course, had only one thing to say, and that thing was X to doubt.
Do it, Keith. You'll love it. I'll pick up from there, Oni. Mortal Kombat.
I heard the movie was the guy who played Kano actually had a back injury for carrying the whole movie. So.
You got a pen? You want to write this down? Get fucked.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
But yeah, go ahead, Hiro.
So if we're looking at the numbers here, if you look at just the U.S. numbers, which Mortal Kombat only released in the U.S. yet, there's probably a later release otherwise.
Get out of here!
And the release money, box office, whatever you want to fucking call it. Demon Slayer grossed $19.5 million in the States on release weekend, while Mortal Kombat released $22.5 million in the States on its release
What's
weekend.
a million between friends, right?
Well, let's just break that down here. Demon Slayer is an international release. It's already grossed something like $350 million in estimated ticket sales worldwide, while Mortal Kombat has effectively a limp dick in comparison.
Yeah. I had some preconceived things about Mortal Kombat. I didn't think it was going to be as good as the first one, and I don't know. Some people said, just enjoy the film, and and I'm like, how can I enjoy the film when Liu Kang looks like he's a vegan?
Yeah.
It's just really hard for me to watch. Raiden wasn't that. I'm very traditional. This is why we had a discussion before this, like how people should kind of look like the characters they do in cosplay, which is the subject for another time, but the characters don't look like the video game characters. Well, like, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, as far as costuming is concerned, I know a little bit out of my realm, but it looks close enough. But some of the characters, like the original Liu Kang from the original movie, looks so much better. But it's kind of disappointing to say that it wasn't as popular as it was, because there's so much hype behind it. What do you think, Oni?
Well, here's the thing. The thing you just brought up is slightly different from what you were actually saying before the show.
Whatever.
For the characters, for characters that are based on fairly human proportions. Anime and manga are distorted. That's the whole purpose.
Of course. Yeah.
But with video games that have at least some modicum of physics in their engines, there is going to be the expectation that those costumes and those characters should resemble the characters fairly closely. Okay?
Right.
That either or you're going to have a break in the immersion, and that's never fun. And let's also not forget, video games made into movies have never had they've never had a good rap sheet. Okay?
Right, just
Their
talk
track
to
rec-
The Rock and Doom.
Their track record,
They're
I'll
mean.
give you, is terrible.
Look, the first Doom film was better than Annihilation.
We're in the field, soldier.
That's an issue.
Right.
Well,
but
let
like,
me also point out, I think
converting
the
into
one,
video games is always a challenge.
there's
from video game
always
to
a
movies.
one-off somewhere in there. Let's talk about Sonic there real quick. Sonic turned out really well.
Nobody cares.
But
Now-
that's because they respected their
To-
source material.
To kind of counter Chief's point earlier about the video game characters looking like their movie replicas, I'm pretty sure the original Mortal Kombat was mocapped with the actual actors that were going to be in the film, because they look identical in the original game to their film spin-offs.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't know how true that is, but
What
I
happened
can't
was
confirm nor deny it. But yeah.
I do remember hearing about this. I don't remember the source. If I find it, I'll put it up somewhere. So obviously Mortal Kombat was already a game. I think they had a sequel or two at that point. They made the movie. Then they made a video game based on the actors and actresses used in that film
Okay.
as the renderings in the video game.
Okay.
So it was basically
Yeah, like they used
a
the live
video
action
game that
for it.
became
Yeah.
a movie that became a video game based on the movie.
Yeah.
So
Get
that-
watered down as it goes. Yeah.
it was an idea. I mean, this was the 90s. It wasn't very successful, but it was an idea. They tried it. But, most of the time video games just don't do well as movies just because the storytelling is very different. But then also
Cut
again,
off.
you've got the whole...
Time to cut off. I'm
But
sorry.
Yeah, joking aside, Oni, but yeah, you make a very good point there. Yeah, so like they were going back and forth with it, is what you were saying. So you're gonna lose some of it each time. It's kind of like a game of telephone as far as media is concerned, is what you're saying.
Or
just to
making
wrap it
coffee
up
with
in a bow.
reused coffee grounds.
Ew.
Right, there you go. So that's basically what it was. So moving on to the next the subject here. Great job, Oni, by the way.
I agree.
Thanks.
Sorry I cut
Great
you off.
analysis by Black Knight Oni here. Next up, I didn't know about this, but SNL and Elon Musk, there's huge panic mode with the staff. What's up? What's going on with that?
All right, I'll pick it up from there. First of all,
Okay.
is SNL
Fancy pants.
is SNL really relevant anymore? I don't know. It's not as
It
it's not
depends on who you
funny
talk to, I
anymore.
guess.
It's really not funny anymore. But that aside,
Okay.
Elon Musk is
Making a
going to
personal
host it.
opinion.
Yeah, that was my personal opinion.
Oh, he's going to host it. I thought he was just going to show up. Never mind,
No,
that's
he's
what
gonna
it is.
host
Ah.
it, and the entire cast of SNL is having a bitch fit. They got their panties all up in a wad, and they're
In what way?
asking.
They're happy?
No, they are asking for a safe space room from Elon Musk. Yes, this is
Why?
legit.
Why?
I guess he's controversial. I guess they're afraid of him because he might have conservative ideals, and apparently conservative ideals are evil these days.
What fucking pussies?
There was a bit of
Basically,
lag
I don't
there,
care.
sorry.
You're gonna basically whine and bitch about it. Any type of inventor or creator is a little eccentric.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mentioned Thomas Edison. He was a little eccentric as well. So
also may have
they're
stolen some
intimidated
stuff,
by
but-
smart people apparently. What was that, Oni?
He may have also stolen some stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, just
Tesla's a
on
good example.
just personality, just strictly the personality. of inventors like that. I put them in the
Oh,
same
yeah,
book,
I mean,
not
you
like
have to.
stolen like patents and that sort of thing. But yeah, like I think that's what they're intimidated by people that are smarter than they are, because actors are just people that memorize things on pieces of paper with emotion and stuff, which takes a skill.
I will.
It doesn't
put
mean
it
that they
this
know
way.
everything about everything.
My
If you're
opinion.
playing Albert Einstein, you are not Albert Einstein. You're just reading the script and becoming Albert Einstein. There is a skill there. If that's the case, it's fucking stupid.
Well, I will
are
say
you gonna
this
say?
about actors, actresses. I kind of have this feeling about them. They're adult pretenders. They are the
Yeah.
modern day
I
court
teach
jester.
it.
They are the modern day court jester. And my feeling and my opinion is, if you're an actor and you want to go be an activist, go do it somewhere else.
I don't want to hear your politics when you're acting. I don't want to hear it at a baseball game. I'm going there to escape that stuff. So basically, that's what we're saying here. We're all in agreement with that, right?
I agree.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe at the links below. And don't forget to bang that bell at the top left-hand corner of the screen. And on behalf of Hiro
Yo.
and the one and only Blacklight Oni,
Cheers.
this is Chieftain signing off and lagging out.